Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikahakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity. Scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth, to you I say shalom. Lord willing, this video is edifying. It's going to be sent around. That what you see on the screen. And this is Bishop Nathaniel speaking on this podcast, 3 Milli Productions. And he's going into certain things that are happening in the earth right now. But one thing that I caught was Bishop Nathaniel talking about Jacob's trouble, right? He was pretty much bringing up how we have, what's coming on, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is a time of trouble. And I just thought that was, pretty crazy, because not long ago, this was the same man who said on wax, he said that there will be no time of Jacob's trouble. There is no Jacob's trouble, right? And now, fast forward 2025, people asking all these questions, people see that, the spirit in the earth is changing. Everyone is concerned and uneasy for the future and what it beholds, right? And now he comes out and he's talking about Jacob's trouble, and he's not going off when he says that, and he's talking about a specific administration that's going to bring this trouble. This guy clearly, he's double-minded. He is not all the way there. All right. He isn't, and he's not genuine, because he won't come out and say or admit that he even said that, right? He's going to pretend like he never said it at all, right? And it's not looking good for guys like this. Not just him, because he's not the only one, but he being the prime example right now, and all the men that are in his steed. You're going to be, what this is, he's backtracking, right? This is James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. He's showing himself to be double-minded. First, there is no Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble already happened. Now we finna go into the time of Jacob's trouble. First, the mark of the beast is sin in all of its forms, and it's an embargo, and now it's already happened before in time and history, even though, in Daniel it says a time like never before. So if you going with that same logic, does that mean Jacob's trouble has happened before? Right? See the math ain't mathing, right? Because we know in the midst of Jacob's trouble is when this great temptation is going to be presented, right? So he's just waxing worse. You know, this is Ezekiel 14:9. And if the prophet be deceived when he hath spoken a thing, I, Yahweh Shema Shah, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him and destroy him out of the midst of my people Israel. See, Nate has been deceived by Yahweh Shema Shah. The Lord has conspired against you, Nate. And it's being shown, it's being revealed because you're being put in that corner, right? And pretty soon that grip is going to tighten. You know, he think he could still wiggle his way out of certain things he said in the past, and, you know, but the ultimate thing that's going to come back to bite him is the mark of the beast prophecy and the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? Because you don't call on Yahushua, you call on Christ and Jesus. And you thought that that would be enough, right? You didn't consider the latter end, right? And all these things are going to be revealed, and it's going to come back to bite you. You know, all these different breakdowns that you try to go back and change over the years, right? You're going to have to answer for them, okay? Because you plan, you know, you plan with entity, a power that shall not be played with. And the Lord is exposing you and all the different men that are in your steed, right? All of the deceivers among our people, because that's what this guy is. He's just a deceiver. This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. See? And so the Lord, that's almost been like a trademark of prophets that are sent by the Lord, right? Bad news, judgment, right? That's usually what the prophets bring. And this time is no different. You know, matter of fact, the only difference is that we're telling you that this time is going to be an evil unlike any other evil that has ever been on earth. Newly created creatures, you know, uproars of the people, rumors of wars, World War III, you know, famine, sedition, pestilence. We telling you all these things are coming, right? But a couple years ago, he said that it wasn't going to come. What happened? The prophet was prophesied of peace. When the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh Shema Shah truly sent him. And he was prophesying peace. But now all of a sudden that changed. Because back when he gave that revelation, when he gave that breakdown, everything was cool. Shit was nice. You know, life was great. You know, life is good. But now fast forward, everything is, because I think that was almost like, what, like 8 years ago? That was a minute ago where he said that it is no Jacob's trouble. He said that on the interview with some African nigga, right? But now you can't, there's no way in hell you could justify that breakdown. So he abandoned it and he switched it up. And he think he got away with it again. But you didn't, right? You add it and you take it away from the scriptures. And so you're guilty, you know. This is Revelations 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him plagues that are written in this book. And you've done that. You've added to these scriptures by talking about hell, right? Saying the Lord's name don't matter, right? Adding that we gotta wake up all of Israel and shit. Like you gotta go across the, all, these, you gotta be an international brew. You gotta go to these different countries. Otherwise, you ain't no man of the Lord. 12 tribes worldwide. And, the Lord ain't say nothing about that. Right? And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in his book. So the Lord, he got it out for you because you guilty of both. You added and you took it away. The mark of the beast ain't the microchip, it's sin. Right? There is no Jacob's trouble because you still said it, even though now you're trying to renege. Maybe you repented from that. Who knows, man? But you ain't came out and admitted it. So, you made this declaration to the public that it would be no Jacob's trouble. So the only thing to, I feel like you gotta, you should make a declaration that you were wrong and that there is a Jacob's trouble. Right? So it's a lot that's, you got to answer for, Nate. Okay. And the Lord is really honing in on you, man. It's kind of crazy. So without give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Rakakodash, Wabba, Babal, and DTA, DTN.